Hi everyone. I'd like to just draw your attention in this video to the last video I made, which was about a recent beheading case in Saudi Arabia involving a Sri Lankan maid who was accused of murdering a child in her care in 2005. Anyway, she's just been beheaded. And I made a video basically talking about Saudi Arabia's brutal human rights record. I won't really go over all the details in that video because it's there to be seen. You can watch that. Rather, this video is responding to some of the comments that were on the thread. I allowed comments for that video, and basically there were some Saudi nationalists coming on there. I presume they were Saudis, claiming that I was a racist, that I'm ignorant, I don't know what I'm talking about, etc. First of all, this case happened. You can't deny it, and it's not just one source, there's numerous sources backing it up. It happened. Don't even try to deny it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, this is an odious, ignorant, stupid claim to suggest that when someone criticizes a government, they're somehow racist against that country. This is utterly absurd. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you will see that many of them are criticising British welfare policies. British policies. In fact, in the Saudi video, I was also criticising my own government. So, in my opinion, this is just a pathetic excuse that people use to try and draw attention away from the issue. My message to those Saudi nationalists is this. I do not hate Saudi people. I don't even hate you. There is absolutely nothing in the video whatsoever that is racist. I haven't attacked Saudi culture. I haven't attacked Saudi people. I haven't made any generalizations of Saudi people. What I have done is condemned the human rights record there and the barbaric use of beheading as a method of punishment. And I stand by that 100%. And if you think you're going to silence me, if you think you're going to intimidate me by these pathetic politically correct terms, if you don't know what political correctness means, it means falsifying facts to suit sensitivities. I'm not a racist. That's insulting, but it's also just laughably inaccurate. I can honestly say I have friends from all over the world. I'll highlight another example. I have many Chinese friends. I'm closely in touch with the Chinese community in my city. In point of fact, my ex-girlfriend is Chinese. And yet, with all that in mind, I hate certain things the Chinese government does. So how does that correlate with your little theory that I'm a racist? I'm not racist. And to say that is simply to try and distract from the issues. In fact, I shouldn't even have to make this video to justify that. But I'm making it as a general thing because I criticise other governments as well. Under that definition of racism, that would mean I'm racist against British people, against my own people, which is just, it's a stupid, stupid, stupid claim. And if you insist on coming on a video and basically making excuses, then you're only doing yourselves an injustice. You're only making yourselves look stupid. I don't really care what you think of me, quite frankly. I know I'm not a racist. I know why I made the video, and I'm proud I made the video. I'm pleased it's got a lot of views. Great. Think what you want. I'm not a racist. And if you're going to make that claim, then you're going to basically take the line that every government in the world should be above criticism, because any criticism of said governments would amount to racism. Now, if that's your understanding of racism, then I can turn it around and say, well, you're racist for claiming... I saw one user come in and say, oh, what about all the people you've killed in Iraq and Afghanistan? Well, firstly, let's look at the facts there. You know nothing about me. You don't know my position in those conflicts. For the record, I oppose the invasion of Iraq. But even leaving that aside, this phony claim that every civilian death in those conflicts is a result of the West is just ignorant, because The Taliban deliberately target civilians, and in the case of Iraq, there are various insurgent sectarian groups. Very complicated situation there. The idea that it's only Western troops responsible is a perverse distortion. And in my opinion, that amounts to being an apologist for the various insurgent groups, like Abu Musab al-Sakari, and various other Islamist leaders. Now, if you want to deny those facts, that's your problem, not my problem. And just another point, the way you're trying to present me, I'm talking to the Saudi nationals here, as some sort of Western cheerleader, I think my country's perfect. Actually, a large proportion of the video was criticising my government for ignoring these issues and for being so close to the Saudi regime. And you will find many of my videos strongly condemning British welfare policies. So just stop with the crap. I'm not a racist, and criticising governments is not racist. That's just an odious, perverse distraction from reality. If you're a Saudi and you want to come on that video and claim that these things don't happen, then you're just being ignorant. I don't know whether you're just naive and you can't see the truth, or you know the truth and you're just not being man enough to admit it. Everyone should be honest about his or her countries. I'm honest about my country. You know, we have problems in this country. We have a problem with binge drinking. We have a problem with certain trash TV. I've made many videos condemning aspects in Britain, so don't try to paint me out to be some sort of biased nationalist, because I'm not. I will say what I want in my videos. And if you want to assume that I'm a racist, that's a result of your ignorance, not of anything that I have said. And that's it. In fact, as far as I know, there's many Saudis who protest against their own government's policies. So if you're going to call me a racist, then you'll want to call them a racist as well. Were those Saudi women who were protesting for the right to drive, are they racist? Of course they're not. So don't be stupid. Don't use that terminology. Racism, let's just be clear about this. Racism has a very specific meaning. It means a belief that your ethnicity makes you superior. It's a belief that in looking down on people of a different skin tone. Now, in that video, I am defending a Sri Lankan person. And Sri Lankans are a completely different ethnic group to myself. I'm defending them. I'm saying this young woman was treated in an appalling way. If she was guilty, okay, she should have been punished. But beheading is a barbaric punishment. And if that offends you, then quite frankly, I couldn't care less. You offend me by condoning it. You offend every decent human being by condoning a savage policy. And you are an insult to human intelligence to suggest that criticism of a government amounts to racism. So what I say is bring it on. I've left comments open on that video. You can come out with all the crap you want. I'm not an apologist for Western policy. I've often condemned Western policy, both domestically and abroad. For the record, I think our little adventure in Iraq was a big mistake because it was badly planned and it did cause civilian casualties. It was a big moral mistake. So don't go on my video and claim that you know things about me when you know fuck all about me. The only way you can interpret how you think you know me is what I've said in the video, and absolutely nothing I have said in the video amounts to racism of any kind. Now, it would be different if I'd made a video and said, oh, Saudi people are savages. But I didn't make that video because that video would have been ignorant. It would have been generalising a nation. I think Saudi Arabia is 25 million people. No, I'm not going to make a generalisation about any nationality. And I'll have an open mind to any individual I meet. But I'm not going to have an open mind to ignorant fools who come on my video and defend savage policies. I'll see if I can quote some of these people, just so you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Semasad. This is ridiculous. Understand what you're talking about before you speak. You're a racist. They don't explain why I'm a racist. But Semasad, This is to you. It's also to there's people on the video that are also backing me, so thank you to them. Thank you for speaking out. Anyway, that's all I really have to say on this subject. I'm not a racist, and I shouldn't even have to be making this video, but I'll make it anyway because it's relevant to other videos. It's just an odious, ridiculous thing to suggest that criticising a government is the same as being racist. And if you think that's the case, explain this. How would, if your line of thinking is racism is criticising the government, then how do you explain that I, in your line of thinking, would be racist against my own ethnic group, British people, whatever? You have no claim, so don't even try. And that's all I really have to say on the matter. I'll keep comments open because there's interesting exchanges going on there. But if people insist on coming on and defending inhuman policies, then just be prepared to be proven wrong by myself and other people who have a conscience. So enjoy.